Hi again, everyone. Danny Miles here from Toronto, Canada, back for another edition of the IntoBridge Daily Celebrity Challenge. 5 deals with the robots, and you're going to compare your score to mine. So let's get rolling here. We're going to use Gavin's Master Advanced System. So let's see how it handles this first deal. This is interesting. We have 12 red cards. So that's good in bridge and maybe not so good in soccer or football, as we call it in Europe. So how many hearts to bid? 3 hearts in Gavin's system is going to be invitational. The game tries 6 or more hearts, 9, 10, 11 points, no spade fit. Our hand is too strong for that. We could bid 3 hearts and partner could pass us with, 12 points, including the ace, king of diamonds, and we could be making a slam in diamonds. So I'm just going to bite the bullet here and start with 2 hearts. And if it's a complete misfit deal, that's the way it goes sometimes. But let's try to find a fit. Probably 3 clubs or 2 spades. 3 diamonds. Oh my. Wow. Okay. I did not expect that. So 3 diamonds does show extras, either extra shape or extra strength. Of course, it promises 4 diamonds at least. So what do we want to do? We want to find out about 3 cards, the ace, king of diamonds and the ace of spades. That is all we need to know. So one problem with key carding, of course, is that if partner has the ace of clubs and, not the king of diamonds or something like that, we're not going to be able to sort that out. So we want partner to be able to tell us how many key cards they have, excluding the club suit. So let's see what happens, what 5 clubs would be. Probably not recommended. So splinter forcing 0 clubs with 6 diamonds and 5 hearts. You know what? I mean, that's kind of close to what we have. But another option is simply to raise diamonds. Natural fitting slam try. I think we can do that, but then I don't think we're going to be able to bid exclusion after that, because we're already going to be at the 4 diamond level. Like 5 clubs is not going to be exclusion. It'll just be a Q bid. So I don't know how partner will take 5 clubs. Will they get excited without the spade ace, but with the ace, king of diamonds? Will they put the brakes on with just, the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds? I think they'll probably should be able to evaluate their hand okay. The problem is that if they sign off in 5 diamonds, we have no idea whether to bid 6 or not. We don't know if we're off 2 aces. So I think I'm just going to start with 4 diamonds, set trumps, slam try, and we'll see what partner does. If partner bids key card, then that's good because we can actually show 1 key card, an odd number of key cards, and a void. So let's start with 4 diamonds. 4 hearts is key card. With some partners, we actually play that 4 of the major is an offer to play, but Leah is very clear that this is Blackwood here. So I want to show 1 key card, but I also want to show a void. So let's see if I jump to 6 clubs, that shows 1 or 3 key cards, not 1 or 4, 1 or 3, and no clubs. So that's exactly what I want to do. Let's just triple check this. Yeah, club void, 1 key card. That's exactly what we have. And if that happens to be too high, and we're off 2 aces, that's life. If we're off an ace and the king of diamonds, maybe it's onside. So we're going to pass 6 diamonds and we're just going to hope to make it. And they led the ace of clubs. Okay, so we're in a perfectly good contract here. The only danger is that hearts looks like it's going to play just as well. So we may end up at match points not doing perhaps the best we could have. So we could have repeated hearts, and that was an option, but we decided not to and just support diamonds right away. I wish partner had a singleton or 2 little hearts rather than the queen. So how do we try to make 6 here? We're simply going to take a trump finesse. There's no reason not to. And if it wins, we're going to make 7. And if it loses, we're still going to make 6. We're going to have the rest of the tricks unless there's a rough. So we're just going to rough here. Doesn't matter which one we rough with. And now we'll run the 10 of diamonds, even if we have 9 diamonds between us. So we're still fine with our spot cards here. King, and here comes the rough attempt. And we can just win this and claim. So we made 6 diamonds. And if you were able to get the hearts, then you're going to score better than me on this one. But getting to slam on 14 and 11, 25 points is usually a good thing. So on to the second deal. We have 8 and 10, 18 points for 333. I am going to open 1 club and plan on rebidding 2 no trump. Even if partner shows hearts, I think I'm going to rebid 2 no trump. Okay, so we have an easy 2 no trump bid. So this is just balanced 18, 19. No check back. So partner is probably 4, 333 like we are. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. We have 3 club tricks and 2 or 3 diamond tricks and 3 heart tricks. So that's 8 tricks off the top. And of course, a spade can be developed for 9. If the ace of spades is on side, then we're going to catch 10 tricks. And if we can get spades 3-3 or jack 10 doubleton, then we'll be able to even score an extra trick. So I think we want to play low on the first trick here because we just want to, West could have led low from jack 10 fourth. We were missing the 8. So if they had jack 10 8 fourth, they probably would have led the jack, but they could have had jack 10 5 deuce or 3 deuce. That's possible. And also, I mean, that can't hurt. And we have plenty of entries to both hands. So we have the club suit as an entry. So I think our plan of attack is we're just going to want to play spades from the dummy early on. Is there anything that can go wrong? I don't think so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we're just going to play low. And maybe the 9's going to win. Nope. And now we're just going to get to dummy. I think we want to get to dummy with a club. If we get to dummy with a heart and then they win the ace of spades and play another heart, we've set up a winner for them. And then that might be cashable when they get in with either the spade or the king of diamonds if it's offside. So we're going to start with a club to the 10 or queen. I think the 10 is better. It gives us an extra option for entries later. It does reveal a little bit to the defense though, unfortunately, but that's life. Now we're going to play a spade. 7. Okay. Maybe I should have played the queen there. The queen is harder to duck than the king, and we wanted them to win the ace because we're going to go back to dummy now and play another spade. Now I think we can go back with a heart. Because if we go back with a club and they win the ace of spades, they're going to fire another club back to set up that suit for them. So I think we're going to go back with a heart and then play another spade up. Although maybe we should play a diamond first from the dummy. Yeah, if the ace of spades is with east and the king of diamonds with west and west has the 4th heart, then going to dummy with a heart now is okay. And we can run the 9 of diamonds, it loses to the king, another heart comes back. But when east gets in with the ace of spades, they don't have a heart to cash. I think that's fine. The 3. So I think hearts are 4-2 or 3-3. So we're going to start with, we want a low diamond to the queen? No, because if it wins, we want to still be in dummy. So I'm going to start with the jack of diamonds. Hopefully it gets covered. East is thinking. They're still thinking. They're asking for a director call. Okay. Now a club comes back. Okay, so that's good. So now we need to decide, okay. We have 4 tricks in and there's 8 tricks left. So we have 4 or 5 winners left out of the 8 tricks. So our contract, we have 5 winners out of the 8 tricks left. Our contract is safe, but we could win the ace of clubs and play a spade. I think that's best. That keeps our chances for either 3-3 spades or the ace of spades on side. We can save the cashing the queen of hearts for later. So I do want to keep an entry back to my hand. No, that's not right. I need to keep the ace of clubs in the dummy because if they win the spade and play a heart, the spades are going to be blocked. I'm not going to be able to get back to dummy. So I need to keep the ace of clubs there. And the diamond suit will be my communication to my hand. So I need to win the queen here. or win the ace and drop the king. That's the same thing. Now we play a spade. I don't think pays to pay the, no, we're not going to play the 9. We're just going to play a spade towards the queen. Ace, okay, that's good. And the 10 over there. Okay, so now we basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks with 6 tricks left. Either hearts could be 3-3 or spades could be 3-3. Is there any fancy squeeze if one player has, which would be East in this case, has 4 hearts and 4 spades? They may get squeezed, but no, they can't have that because West led a low heart from 2 little. That would be impossible. So I think we just take our 1 diamond, because we can't cash both diamonds because we may need to get back to the hearts. And now we're just going to cash the queen of spades. Okay, and then we're going to cash the ace of clubs and the queen of hearts, then back to the diamond. And West is going to be left with a winner in all likelihood. And we're going to be left with a lot of 9s, which is kind of cool. So we're going to make 4. And let's see if double dummy I could have done better. No, we make 4 of everything. So I did the best I could. And I don't think there was anywhere in the play where they could have given me another trick. The jack of hearts would have given me an extra trick. Yeah, I think all roads were going to lead to them getting 3 tricks. The king of diamonds, the ace of spades, and then some long card somewhere. I don't think there was anywhere. Nope. No, nowhere where they could have helped me out. So third board, the middle deal, 9 and 8, 17. So we're going to open 1 no trump. And Stamen, we're going to say no. And another 3 no trump to play. So the 8 of hearts lead, that could be from Jack 9, 8, Tripleton, or in which case we're going to have 4 heart tricks, or it could most likely be from either a doubleton heart or like highest from 4. So if it's highest from 4 and East has Jack 3rd, then we are going to get 4 heart tricks. But let's count our tricks. We have 3 hearts and a spade is 4, and 4 clubs is 8, and a diamond is 9. So again, we have our contract, but we do want to just lead towards our own queen 10 of diamonds. The diamond suit does offer the best hope for tricks at the moment. A little bit of danger if we let West in, they may be able to shift to a spade and get that suit going, but we're simply going to win trick 1 in our hand. Do we want to unblock hearts? I don't think we need to do that just yet. And I think we'll cash 2 clubs ending in the dummy and then play a low diamond towards our queen 10. That's going to be my approach here. Some people may cash all their clubs, and that probably will work out fine, but I'm just going to save them for communication. But if you do cash all your clubs, you are going to get 3 pitches from the opponent. So that might actually help you. They're going to, the guy with Jack 4 of the hearts has to save those. They're not going to want to pitch diamonds, so they're probably just going to pitch spades. And that'll take away their long suit to cash. Okay, we caught the jack. Well, that's good. So now I actually could unblock hearts and just cash all of them. But then I need to know what to pitch from my hand. I could pitch 2 spades from my hand on the winning hearts and then just try to guess diamonds. But if I guess diamonds wrong and a spade comes back, the whole suit's going to be open. So I'm going to start with ace of clubs, then a small club to the king. And we may actually get 2 extra entries to dummy. 1 extra entry to dummy if they break 3-2, or the 10 is singleton. Okay, so there's the 10. So now I'm just going to play a little diamond towards the 10. And it appears like East was shorter in hearts and shorter in clubs. So maybe they have diamond length. 8. Okay, I'm going to guess to put in the 10. King. Okay, that's a good start. Back comes a spade. Yeah, let's see here. I basically have all the tricks but 1, right? We have 3 in, and then we have 3 hearts is 6, and a spade is 7, and 2 clubs is 9, and the ace queen of diamonds is 11. So we have 11 tricks, and our 12th trick could come from either the fourth diamond or the queen of spades winning. So I don't think the king of spades is on side here. So I'm going to play the 9, and then I'm going to hope that in the end game, when I cash my own hearts, the clubs, and then dummy's hearts, that queen of spades and the 7 of diamonds will be the last cards in dummy, and the queen little of diamonds will be the last cards in the south hand. If East happens to have started with 4 diamonds and the king of spades, they're going to get squeezed. Actually, if West happens to have started with 4 diamonds and the king of spades, they're also going to get squeezed. But I think that's far less likely. So I am going to keep the queen of spades as my squeeze card. It'll look silly if the king of spades was onside, but I don't think West would shift. My high cards are counted out. Their partner can't have the ace of spades. Okay, so we're carefully going to do this now. We're going to cash the queen of hearts. There's a 1 diamond pitch. Okay, that's good. So the jack was singleton. But all we really have to watch for is the king of spades. So we're going to cash our clubs. There's another diamond pitch. So our diamonds are actually good now. We could just claim. Even if it was singleton king, they're now set up. So I'm going to claim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So East was squeezed. They couldn't keep the king of spades and all the diamond stoppers. So let's take a quick peek at that. And it turns out I could have made 7 because the king of diamonds was singleton. So I basically and East can't make 7 hearts. That's an error over there, obviously. So I could have made an extra trick by starting with a low diamond towards the ace, and maybe that would have been better technique. And then taking the marked diamond finesse against East, that would get me up to 12 tricks. But then East would also be squeezed again in spades and diamonds. So they would have to either give me the queen of spades, and I would have to cash the ace first. Otherwise, it would foul up the communication. And basically the same ending, a little diamond in dummy with the queen of spades, and then the queen little of diamonds in my hand, and East would not be able to keep the king of spades and the diamond stopper. So you had a chance there. Obviously, we have a perfectly normal 1-no trump opening, and partner had 14. So they didn't have much shape, and they knew there was no fit. So they reasonably just bid 3-no trump. So if you somehow got to slam, you're going to win that deal. But I think 3-no trump is going to be a pretty popular contract. And the question is just then if you're able to make 6 or 7. Fourth deal, our partner has overcalled a spade and it's gone double. We have possibly the best hand at the table. We have 12 high card points and 4 card support. So our choices here, 2-no trump is showing kind of a limit raise or better in spades with at least 4. It's a very popular treatment now. That's what I play with my partners as well. Just basically in any competitive situation where your side has overcalled or opened a major, 2-no trump is just limit raise or better, 4 cards or more in the suit. So there's nothing else to do. Let's see what redouble is just for fun. Penalty process started with a doubleton spade. Nope, that's not it. So we're going to bid 2-no trump and 7-5. If partner signs off, we're going to respect that. Both opponents are bidding. Diamonds may be offside. So partner is making a try, a game try natural. So what can we show here? We have 12 high card points. We've kind of shown 9 or 10 sort of things. So we have a little bit extra. The one danger though is our diamonds may not be pulling full weight if East has, the king or king jack. The hearts also rate to be offside. If say partner has the king, then East has shown hearts, they rate to be offside. Partner does have clubs though, so that's good because we do have a roughing value in our hand. So I think our options here, we have a few options. We could bid game, we could sign off in 3 spades, or I think maybe we could take a middle of the road approach and show partner that we actually have diamonds as well. 4 more diamonds, 8 to 13 points, 4 spades. I think that's a reasonable approach, and that we'll give that, we'll pass the buck over to partner. And of course, maybe West doubles this or something and really warns us. But no, partner liked what we said. So 4 spades, and I think we're just try to make it now. So partner has a really good hand here. We have 2 heart losers and no diamond losers. And the clubs, we're going to obviously have to take a finesse, and we're going to be through the opening bidder. So it rates to win. And then on top of that, we have the spade finesse. So if both black finesses are offside, then we're going to go down. But I have faith. I have confidence here. So let's see. They're probably just going to play. I was going to say they're going to play heart, but no, they switched to a diamond. So we're not going to take a finesse here, because then we're just going to be down off the top unless both suits break. But if the king of diamonds is onside, of course, we're going to get to pitch a club. But the king of diamonds is not onside with a shift like this. So we're going to win. And we have to be a little bit careful, because we do want to get to the north hand to take a trump finesse, and we also don't want to tap ourselves out. So let's see here. The danger in starting with clubs, of course, is that we could run into a ruff if they happen to be 5-1. If they're 4-2, we should survive, because our trump spots are going to be good enough. But I think we just start with I think we can start with the 9 of clubs. But we do want to take 2 finesses if possible while we're in the dummy. Another option is to start with a club to the queen. And that, if that just wins, then we revert to trumps and take another club finesse later. But I like this way better. Can trumps be 4-0? Probably not. Hearts are in all likelihood 5-3. Diamonds are probably 5-3 as well. So let's start with the 9 of clubs and see what happens. Okay, good start. Now the question is, do we want to take another club finesse right now? It's probably the most flexible thing, and then just put the 10 of spades on the table. We're not going to run into a trump promotion. Even if the 10 of spades loses to the king, there's only 2 more trumps outstanding. So even if the opponents play a club and get a ruff or an uppercut, we can still over ruff with the ace, and we'll have the jack to draw the last trump. So I'm going to play another club. Okay, so now we actually don't really have a way back to our hand. So we're going to start with the 10 of spades. So East is showing up with the king, queen of hearts, and West has the king of diamonds, the king of clubs, and the ace of hearts is 10. Is there enough room in East's hand for the king of spades? Let's think this through. It looks like West has a doubleton club and probably 3 hearts. They don't have 7 diamonds, do they? No, we would have heard from them. So I'm going to put the 10 of spades down, and if it loses to the king and a diamond comes back, well, if a diamond comes back, we shed our heart. But it's going to go ace of hearts and then a diamond. We can afford to ruff high and draw trumps and then get back to our hand for the clubs. I'm just worried we could lose to the singleton king here, but that would be unlikely. King of diamonds. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I think they just gave us a trick. So let's carefully do this here. So there's only 2 trumps left. So if we ruff with the queen, draw trumps with the ace and jack, and then cash the queen of diamonds pitching our heart, our own hand is going to be high. So I can actually claim here. And diamonds weren't 1,000,001. So I have no idea why West defended that way, but they gave us an extra trick. For some reason, we can only make 4, but we made 5. So that's a very strange misplay by the robot, but we'll take it. So last deal, we have 7 and 4, 11 high card points. We're in 3rd seat. We're red against white. So sometimes, different colors, I may fool around with 2 diamonds here, or even 3 diamonds, especially like equal white or white red. It's okay to make heavier preempts and force the opponents to guess, and they may get too high and they're vulnerable. But I'm just going to start with 1 diamond here. And I'm now going to rebid 2 diamonds. We don't have 3 spades to show a support double, and there's nothing else to do but bid 2 diamonds. And hopefully the opponents don't find hearts, but they've just penalty doubled us. Okay. So do I want to run to 2 spades? No, I do not. So unfortunately, you just have to take our medicine here. If we had opened 2 diamonds, it would have gone pass, and East probably would reopen double, although if they don't have spades, then they may not. So this may be a losing position for me. in that I've given the opponents the chance to double me, but I'm not running and I'm not down yet, but I probably will be down. So that's a terrible dummy, 4 points and no diamonds. I'm not sure I would have bid, but most people probably would bid. You're 5-4 in the majors and a singleton diamond. If I have a normal balanced hand with, 18 points and 4 spades or something, we could be making game and you're sitting there in 1 diamond going down a bunch. So there's nothing to do here but just take our lumps. We're going to lose 2 hearts, 2 clubs at least, and a spade. That's 5 tricks. And then we haven't even talked about the trump suit yet. So we're going to go for a number, unfortunately. Ace, okay, well, maybe club's going to come back, play the queen. Ace, okay, so king of clubs should be on side, but of course we have no way to get to the dummy. They may help us here unless they play a spade. They played a diamond, so let's watch the spots because that's the 7. We're missing the 6 as well. Okay, so we're going to win the queen. And I think the way to do this is we want West to be in and to play a heart to our queen or a club to set up our jack. So I think we just fire diamonds back at him. And if he plays a spade, we have nothing else to do but to try the queen. East made a take a double of spades. So West probably has 4 spades. So they would be a favor to hold the king. And also East passed. And what did they have how did the first trick go in hearts? They won the ace of hearts and they shifted the ace of clubs. So East has the ace of hearts, the king of clubs, and they probably actually therefore have the king of spades. So this is not going to go well, but we're just going to bang out trumps and see what happens. Showing out with a spade pitch. Okay, well, good. We got our club. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to win. And basically, we've just got to hope to somehow get to the dummy. That's not going to happen, but we'll try. Okay, I don't want to pitch. I want to pitch a club. So West is going to have 2 more trumps left. And East has already pitched a spade. So what's the shapes of the hand here? East is probably 3, 4, 1, 5, or something similar. They could even be 4, 4, 1, 4. Okay, and now here comes the king of clubs. Okay, so they're probably 4, 4, 4, 1. And unfortunately, this is going to be, we've drawn 3 rounds of trumps. So West still has 2 trumps, including the 6. So I can't rough high here. So I'm going to pitch my spade, and then I'm going to get the forced return will allow me to draw trumps and claim, I think. Unless West pitches a heart, then they're going to get a heart rough. Okay, well, I know that roughing with the 5 it can't win because this is the 13th club, and roughing with the 9 can't win because East started with ace, king, 7, 6, little, and they still have 6 and a little one. So I'm going to pitch the spade, and there's the heart. So now they're going to get a heart rough or promotion. So bit of a disaster on the last deal. I went for 800 and there wasn't anything I could do in the play. I had to save myself in the bidding. So let's see what I was going to do here. Double dummy, I'm always down 3. The opponents just have to basically not mess up. And let's see if they give me a chance, just out of curiosity. No, I'm still always down 3. I was just 1 trump pip away from holding it to down 2, but even that would be a disaster. So here they just had to play a grape, black card, and they did. And then, yeah, I'm always down 3. And this was the point where there's nothing I can do. I either rough high and they get a trump trick, or I pitch my spade and they end up pitching their heart away to get a trump promotion. All right, so we end with a bit of a disaster. So diamonds were good at the beginning and bad at the end. We bid slam on the first deal, but of course we make 6 hearts. So if you got to the major, you're going to win that one. Second deal, we bid and made the maximum. Third deal, we made 6 in 3-0 trump on a squeeze, but if I was a tiny bit more careful, I actually could have made 7 by dropping the singleton king of diamonds by starting with the diamond towards the ace. Fourth deal, the robots misdefended for some reason and gave us a trick, so that's good for us. And then the last deal, of course, we just saw we went for 800. So let me know how you did in the comments. I'm curious to see if your auction was different on, say, the last deal, if the robots misdefended on number 4 as well for you. And let me know if anybody got to slam on the third deal where you could make it just on a fortuitous singleton king of diamonds and singleton jack of hearts falling. It was a pretty lucky slam, but also let me know if you happen to make 7 by cashing the ace of diamonds first and then falling back into the squeeze. So again, Danny Miles here from Canada. Thanks again for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and good luck to anyone going to the NABC in Memphis starting shortly. I will not be there. I'll be with my family on somewhere warm on the seas of the Caribbean, so that'll be fun. But I look forward to doing this again when I'm back. And right after that, we've got the Canadian trials, mixed and open for myself. Not eligible for the seniors yet, and I'm not eligible for the women's, but I did make the playoffs in those other 2 categories, so I look forward to that. Once again, that's Danny Miles signing off. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you again soon.